Dispatchers help callers on the worst days of their lives. For over 25 years, we've been there. A silent partner in millions of calls thanks to our redundant and diverse networks that ensure call delivery. Today, cities are bigger, traffic more congested, and the challenge is more complex. But you're never alone, because InDigital is quietly improving, implementing, and driving the next generation of 911, so you're supported in every situation. Make the switch at InDigital.net.
If Within the Trenches has ever taught you something, open your eyes to what it is like to be a 911 dispatcher, or has inspired you to become one, then help support us and join our Patreon. Get exclusive bonus content, one-of-a-kind swag, discounts on merchandise, ad-free early access to new episodes, and much more. To join, please visit patreon.com/WTT podcast. And if you're an industry partner, we have something for you as well. And now, for the show.
This is Jordan, and you're listening to the Code 7 Podcast Network.
Warning. This episode contains the 3 A's of podcasting: adult content, adult language, and awesomeness. You've been warned.
Dispatch.
There is no one over here to cook our lunch. We are waiting for our lunch, and there's no one here to cook our lunch.
All right, calm down. Where are you at?
The group home. Now, what are you going to do?
We'll get some help over there for you, okay?
Welcome to Open Mic, where we visit the lighter side of dispatch, because laughing is good medicine. Oh, yeah. Hello. Welcome. This is Ricardo with the Code 7 Podcast Network, and we are live for Open Mic. We've got tons of people over here. What up? What is going on? I appreciate all the hearts over here on TikTok. It's blowing up. For all of the other platforms, please throw in some reactions, share. Let's get some more people up in this piece. And let's see. We've got Roxy checking in over here. Says, yo. What is going on? Oh, Roxy says, I always wonder what they had for lunch. Yeah, talking about the intro. Yes, for sure. Let's see. 911 Holton, Maine in the house. What's up, Maine? What is going on? Yes. So just jumping in right away, as always, for Open Mic Live, which welcome back, everyone. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being shitty, 10 being awesome, how are you feeling? What is your number? Kira Mack, 911, out of Florida. What up? Yeah, Florida. It's where I started. Okay, let's see. Kind of Boy Jordo is at a 7. Kira Mack is at a 7. Apple Wappa is at a 2. Okay. Wappa with the 2. Let's try to we'll see if we can get that number up. Even if it stays the same, it is all good, because that's what Open Mic Live is all about, to be able to be here to chat, support each other and everything. And Instagram over here on this side is just like messing up. So I don't know what is going on. But yeah. Thanks, Instagram. Either way, let me look over here. Let's see. Ray says, what's up? Made it for a change. And let's see, out of 10, it's Friday. I'm looking over here, off in an hour. Might go up to a 7.5. Awesome. Very cool. That is excellent. All right. We've got some good numbers. We did have a lower number there, but again, we'll see if we can get that number up. But also, as I said already, even if it just stays the same, it is all good. Because we are here to support each other and just check in and take some time to talk with each other and just hang out. Let's see. Amy over here says about a 7.5. The constant rain bringing me down. I hear that. I can see that it would do that. Zach feeling like a 7 out of 10. All right. Awesome. That is excellent. We've already got 1.1 thousand hearts over here on TikTok. Holy shit. Thank you. That is badass. Woo! That is excellent. And over here on Instagram, it looks like it froze. I don't even see anything on the screen. This is the craziest thing. All right. Well, let's jump in here really quick. So, episode 604 has gone out. Episode 605 is coming up. If you are a patron, County Boy Chardo says Instagram is garbage. Yeah, dude. Like it is messing up right now. It is not doing much. I don't know what happened to it, but it's messed up. I don't know. Anyway, yes, episode 605 has been out already for just over a week. I ended up getting that mofo out there really fast. Zach over here says, will you be in Indy at the Caliber conference by any chance this month? I didn't even know about this conference, so I won't. I didn't know about it, but maybe I can jump in. Indy's not far from me. And my homie over here, Roxy, is on TikTok as well, and she says, I have you in stereo. Yeah. Hell yeah. All right. That is awesome. Episode 605 is out already for patrons, that is. 604 was with Emily out of Henderson County, out of North Carolina, and 605 is Shayna. Very, very excellent episodes, every single one of them. And you got to check them out. You got to check them out. Also, I ended up putting out some clips from episode 2 of the new Imagine Listening podcast. Those clips currently are on TikTok only. I'm going to post them in the other spots tomorrow, but they went to TikTok first. You will get to hear them here in a moment. But we'll be getting to that here soon. Again, excellent episodes. If you have any questions or anything ever, I have switched the website. Well, not so much the website, the link. The link is different now. So it's still links with 2 I's.co, but instead of it being /WTT podcast, it is /IAM911 because it encompasses everything. It's not just WTT podcast, it's everything. So I switched it. It's a lot easier now. For those who are listening to some of the older episodes, you're not going to find it. Because I switched it and it doesn't forward. It doesn't do anything like that. So you have to you'll have to mark it down and then go to that. Again, it's links with 2 I's.co/IAM911. And you'll find the link there as well for the free community that I am continuing to build. There are over 500 members on there. There are few people posting right now, but that's because that's my fault. I haven't had a chance to get in there as much as I want to. I am doing so now. I have a bunch of different things that I am putting on there, and I have a whole list full of shit. So keep an eye out for that. Chris, what is going on, man? And also, you can't see it over there, but those who are on TikTok, you can see it. I went to Salem this past fall. I went to Salem and I went to their fire department, and I got this Witch City Fire Department shirt, which was badass. I'll get up a little bit here so that there you go. Boom, Witch City Salem Fire Department firefighters. Awesome shirt, very cool. They have a vending machine there at the fire department and the PD, and you can just buy them right from the vending machine, and all of the money goes back to either the fire department or the PD for different things that they do. So if you're ever out there, make sure to check it out. Very cool city. And it was an awesome experience. But this is the first time wearing this shirt. I was just going to frame it, and then I saw it and I was like, I'm going to put it on. I'm going to put it on and wear it. So yeah, there it is. There you have that. Now, I mentioned the community and everything. It's been an epic week. It has been an epic week. So just a lot of different things going on. It's been really productive. Let me see if I can reach it here. Hold on a minute. All right, so I want to share something. I posted this already. I'm going to play it here in the big screen in just a moment. For all of you here on TikTok, the video is on my profile. I'm going to put my headphones onto the microphone so that you can hear it at least, but I'm going to talk about it here as well. So let me put this up really quick. And Instagram, I don't know what to do with you, but you are really sucking right now. So I have no idea. So let me pull this video up here really quick. And again, it's going to be on this big screen, but I'm going to put my headphones here on the microphone so that you can at least hear me talk. And we'll do it that way. I'm looking at a way to be able to go live here on all of these, but as well as TikTok, where when I showed the videos, you can see the videos as well. The only thing is that TikTok currently, their studio piece to be able to do it the way I have it over here is only on PC, and I have a Mac. So I have to use my phone over here. It has to be different. So hold on a minute. Let me switch the audio piece over here on my interface and take off the mix minus so that everything goes through. And all right, here we go. Hey, what's going on? This is Ricardo, and a lot of you have been sending me emails, messages for the past 6 months, actually probably about a year now, on whether or not I am going to be doing vinyl decals once again. And today I busted out my Titan 3 and I got all the settings correct. It took forever, but bam, there it is. Daughters of Dispatch. I also have Sons of Dispatch. So I'm going to be printing out probably about 20 of these for right now just to see how it goes. But for all of you who've been asking, thank you very much. But also, more importantly, thank you for your patience. And I'll be posting on social media when it's done. If you have any questions, you can also email me through links, and that's links with 2eyes.co/IM911. But again, there it is, and I will have a lot more coming up. Have a good one. All right, so there you have it, okay? Now, for over here on TikTok, this is what I was showing on the video. So there have been a ton of people who have been asking for a long time if I am going to bring these back. And over the weekend, I ended up busting out my huge desktop industrial vinyl cutter, and I ended up printing out Sons and Daughters of Dispatch. I'm going to be posting these up on throughout social media and the website for the link to the store for people to go ahead and buy these. They're $5. The only reason I'm going to say that it took so long to do these is because they are a pain in the ass. If you have never done any vinyl printing before, then I mean, it can be fun, but it's also a pain in the ass, okay? Because as you can see, there is a lot to pull out, and they take forever. And it's the crazy thing though is again is it's the adjustments that you have to make. You have to make all of these different adjustments when you are going through the through this process. So like I will print out a couple of them, okay, and I will see how easily they pull apart and the outer piece and everything. I almost have to cut them in sections to be able to take it out in sections. And then if it's not that good, then I have to make a slight adjustment and then do 2 more. And then you go through the process again. So it's not like a Cricut or a Silhouette where you can kind of get it on the first or second try. Like these don't have anything like that. And you can go on YouTube and find different videos, tutorials of people using the same thing. However, it's different for everyone. There is no it's not just one thing. there are different things, or it's different for everyone. So my homie Ryan Chambers just popped in over on Instagram and he says, "Hey bro, now so I have to ask you, do you see me? Because on my end, I see a frozen screen." So Ryan over there on Instagram, let me know if you actually see anything, because I don't know what happened over there. It's frozen on my end, so I'm not sure if it's frozen for anybody else who might be watching on Instagram. But as County Boy Jordo over here said, Instagram is garbage. That's so funny. So I will be posting those out. Oh, wait a minute. County Boy Jordo says, tell Ryan to get with the times and dump the gram. Oh, shit. Oh, he says, I see and hear you. Okay. All right. Well, seriously, all I see is a frozen screen on my end. Like, I can see everyone in the comments, but it doesn't look like it's doing anything. Okay, so that's good to know that people can actually see it, because there's people over there, and I'm I'm glad that it's actually working. Oh my god. Okay, so Daughters of Dispatch and Sons of Dispatch decals are back. Give me a few days. I have to weed all of them out, and I'll get them posted up and then start sending stuff out. But they are back. Believe me, a ton of people have been asking me for them. And like I said in the video, it's probably been about a year. Like, seriously, it's been probably a year that people have been asking. And I have not had the chance. But I did it. They're there and they look awesome. So we got those. All right. So I asked a question over the weekend. I don't have the video up for it, but I'm going to go through those. Okay. Chris says, are you going to bring any to the ranch in September? Oh, dude, I should. Okay. I'm going to have to remember, but yeah, I should bring some for the ranch in September. Dude, you're going to have so much fun. I was talking to Joe about you the other day, and we were just figuring out your spot. I hope that you've already put in a long time ago for your time off for that week and everything, because it's going to be epic. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be fun. So I'm excited for you to be there, Chris. So over the weekend, I ended up putting out a question. I think I put it out on Friday, just this past Friday. And excuse me, the two questions that I had out there. And so I had posted this in just like a graphic with text on certain platforms, but like on Instagram as well as TikTok, I put a video out there. And on TikTok had the most responses. But I want to read some of these. Some of them were in the community as well over at the trenches. So the questions were, question number 1. Oh, hold on a minute. Let me look over here at Instagram really quick. Ryan Chambers says, see your good looking face loud and clear. Oh yeah, dude. Thank you. That's funny. Okay, so the two questions. Here we go. The questions are, what is the hardest part of being a 911 dispatcher? All right. That was the first question. Again, what is the hardest part of being a 911 dispatcher? Second question. What is something you have experienced in the 911 profession that you are proud of? That's the second one. So one more time for the second question. What is something you have experienced in the 911 profession that you are proud of? So I'm going to read some of the responses because there was a bunch of them. I'm probably not going to read all of them, but there were some really good ones um, that people had put out there, and definitely ones that I feel you. I feel you on these responses. So here we go. So for the first question, the hardest part. A few things that make the job hard are the calls that stick with you, lack of support, and the negativity that is so prevalent in the centers. For the um something that people have experienced in the 911 profession that they're either proud of or it's been rewarding, anything like that. This person wrote, the people that I have met at conferences and classes that have become my cheerleaders. The influx of people talking openly about how this job has changed them. This has made me feel comfortable talking about my own journey of healing. I like that. That is good. That is good. The next one here says, the hardest thing I have experienced is in dispatching is dealing with the egos and toxicities within my center. I think there's going to be a lot of people who have a similar response to this, and which sucks. Like there are some dispatch centers out there, one just like this, have a lot of toxicities and a lot of crap that is going on in there. But there are some centers out there as well that are really doing well in the culture piece. Amanda T over here says, if that ain't the truth, I don't know what is. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, everyone can agree on that. And in the class that I teach, the communications course that I teach, there's one thing that I meant. I mean, there's a lot of things that I mentioned, but there's this one specific thing that I mention, okay, that has to do with some of this toxicity shit and mainly focusing on clicks. Every center has them, the clicks, dealing with the clicks. And this is what I've been telling people, because you can tell when there are some portions of a clique or a person who is part of a clique who's in the class, or you see them at a conference or whatever. But this is what I've been saying. If you are part of a clique, oh wait, County Boy Jordan over here says night shift versus day shift, right? Yes. Um, what I've been telling people when we get to the topic of clicks is that, listen, I've been around a long time, okay? And I have spoken to many, many, many people. And what I'm about to say happens at every single center. No one is immune to this. If you're in the clique, eventually that clique is going to be broken up. Whether it's schedule change rather, or people leave to go to a different center, or people leave the profession altogether. It's going to happen. But here's the thing, and here's the thing to remember. If you are the last person from that clique, good luck. You better hope that you are able to gain that respect and trust back from the people that you shit on. Because people forgive, but they don't forget. So remember that, because it's happened. It happens in every place, man. And it's not to freak anybody out. It's just the truth. It's true. You might think you're all high and mighty now, man, but eventually you might be that last person. And it's going to be up to you to gain that trust and respect and support back. So there's my 2 cents. There's my 2 cents. Wait, over here. Appreciate what you do. I'm a medic. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you for what you do in this profession. And but again, I'm not trying to be like old man dad Ricardo here, like, scolding anybody. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just letting you know the truth. I'm letting you know the reality of what could happen because I've seen it happen. People have told me these things happen. Like I said, I've been around a long time. A lot of people have told me stuff like this, and I've seen it happen before where people are like, why don't they like me? I was like, well, you were shitting on them. Like, what do you expect? Give it some time. Give it some time. Things will end up being okay. You just have to come back to it, and you got to gain that respect and support. Over here, KRMX says, it's horrible when the click leader has been there forever and cares nothing about the job anymore. Yeah, that sucks too. But here's the thing to think about, and I'm not saying that this is going to happen, but what if, okay, let's just play the what if game in the scenario. What if things happened or things turned where, let's just say legislation is passed, right? And now there's like all of this funding, but there are some requirements, okay? And you have to meet certain requirements to get this funding, to get, your training or to do whatever. Again, this is hypothetical. I'm just talking out loud. This isn't anything real. I'm just saying, what if? What if it turned out that those folks who feel like you mentioned over here, that are click leaders that have been there forever, that don't care about the job anymore? What if now certain things also include attitude? And you've got all these assessments. The folks who once thought they had job security and they're there just collecting a paycheck because they don't give a shit anymore, think again. What if that part ended up playing a factor? Now the toxic folks are going to be gone. And yeah, people can argue and say, well, we're short-staffed as it is. We got to keep them. I don't know, man. When it comes to money, I feel like there's some places that would go down so that they can build back up to be at a good spot, because you've already been going through the shit as it is. You never know. I'm just saying, again, I'm just talking out loud. I don't know that anything like that would ever happen. Like, that would be crazy, right? But what if? So with that said, why not start now? In the sense of, why not just start being better to each other? That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm saying. Why not start now? This job is hard enough as it is. This profession is hard enough as it is. Let's make a change. Things have been like this for too long, man. People are burning out and people are leaving. I have been seeing tons of people on social media saying, today's my last day. After so many years, I hung up my headset. Now, some of them have retired, or some of them are in 911 and they've switched over to the private side or whatever. But all I'm getting at is, let's just treat each other better, man. Shit. Yeah, like Roxy says over here, just be kind humans. Here's the thing. We're empaths. You do this with callers every single day. Why can't we do it with each other? I know I've said it many times. We are going to be the ones to fix this whole short staffing issue, man. And it's going to be us not being dicks to each other. I'm just saying. So the rewarding part, though, from this same person who had mentioned this says, what I have witnessed that makes me proud is the entire community of cheerleaders that exist outside of the toxic walls through all the organizations I've been blessed to have a part in. From earning the Gold Line Scholarship to NINA 2023 and every connection and opportunity since, the fire I feel inside makes me proud to be part of the I Am 911 community. That is a good one right there. Well done, person. See, because again, there's a lot of hell in this profession, but man, there's some good stuff too. There's a lot of good things. Sometimes it's few and far between. But like this person here, they hold on to those things, and it's those things that continue to push them in this profession and to be a part of it. There is a lot of good. Sometimes we gotta look and pull some layers apart, man, but it's there. It's there. Chris over here says, in a world where you can be anything, be kind. Amy says, start the change to kindness. Yeah, seriously. Now I have it up here already. And so I want to read some of these. There's a bunch over here on TikTok. So and they're out of order. So I'm gonna have to go back and forth on them for these. So bear with me, okay? Bear with me. But these are the rest of the ones that came in. And it's funny because I have this up on a tab on my browser, and the video that I posted is playing over and over. So while I'm talking, I see myself going. So I'm going to try not to laugh while I'm doing this because I see myself over here on the other side of this video that I posted. Excuse me. All right. So here's the thing, or here's this one. It says, the hardest part is not being able to fully explain why I'm struggling or in a bad mood after work, after a hard/busy day. Sometimes it's not one singular traumatic incident that is hard. It is just the emotional exhaustion of handling call after call and incident after incident from 10 to 12 hours straight that just wears you down, and you have no capacity left for yourself or your loved ones after days like that, which is a lot in a fast-paced center like mine. There's another one. It makes sense. So I think this person's is all, yes, they're number 2. Okay. So this person says, I was super proud of my staff and how we came together the day our neighborhood agency that we share a center with had an officer killed in the line of duty. They stepped up to help, no questions asked, and worked without breaks for as long as they needed to. They came in on their days off. They held over and came in early. They took channels with units they had never dispatched before. They offered kind words and hugs and emotional support, snacks without second thought. It's really in the most terrible moments something beautiful can happen to get you through. Yes. Yep. See, these are these moments, man, that a lot of times we don't think of. And that's why I wanted to put that out there. That's why I have some of those videos that are out there as well, where it's individual 911 professionals at conferences and some other places where I've asked them, what is something either rewarding or something that you're proud of out of the profession? Because yes, I share a lot of hard stories, and they're therapeutic for people and those to read them, for those to hear them. But I also want to put some focus on those good moments. It's just like when I talk about journaling, man. Write down those wins so that when you're having a shit day, you can go back and you can look at those wins, those moments to be proud of, those moments that were rewarding. That's what keeps people coming back. That's why sometimes people leave the profession to do something else, and they come back because sometimes whatever it was that they were going to wasn't as satisfying as being in the 911 profession. It happens. So over here, again, continuing, the hardest part for me as an 911 dispatcher is the not knowing the outcome of some calls. Agreed. It can take a while, especially if you get a hot call and have shift change, the not knowing. Yes, fully. It's that closure piece. This person for the second one says, the thing I have experienced and am proud of is one of my CPR saves. Woman had come to her elderly mother's home to check on her and found her on the floor unresponsive. I was able to keep her calm and provided CPR instructions that helped keep her mother here with us. Wins like this make the losses tolerable. Yes! Hell yes. See, these are good moments. Sometimes when we're going through all the bullshit, we forget. We forget about some of those good moments. You know, I remember in North Carolina when I was out there teaching, there was a person who was sitting up front, and this person kept saying, I'm just here. I got to get paid. I got to pay my bills. I'm just here. And I said, there's nothing that you can think of that you're proud of or that has been rewarding. And the person just kind of chuckled and was like, not really. Well, here's the thing though. And this was an awesome moment. I will never forget this. There were two people who were sitting to this person's right. And they said, no, not really. Actually, you've done a lot of good. There's a lot to be proud of because you trained us and you're an amazing trainer. And then they said, and this person got trainer of the year. And I look back over at the person, and the person is very humble, but also you could tell that the person was trying not to like smile. And I was like, take it in. No, seriously, take it in. Like, that is amazing. That is definitely something to be proud of. But, you know, sometimes we don't think about it because what it is, or what is it rather, what is it that when someone says good job or whatever to you, what is it that you say? You end up saying something to the effect of, I was just doing my job, right? I was just doing my job. Oh, thanks, but I was just doing my job. Fuck that. Yeah, you were doing your job, but well done. Take it in. Enjoy those moments because they don't come. They're not always there because it's 911. But when it does, take it. Again, you're all amazing, man. Well done. Good job. Keely, what's going on, yo? Keely says imposter syndrome is real and it makes you sometimes miss the wins, big and small. Yes. No, you're right. I feel you. Yes, you are correct. Roxy over here says, I love that question, though. What makes you proud? Yeah, what makes you proud? There are a lot of things. And that's why I love that people have posted this stuff in here as well. There's a bunch of them. Let's see. Over here, the best part is seeing my trainees grow and become successful. I give 110% to training, and seeing the folks I trained save lives and make a difference is the thing that keeps me where I am. Yes. Hell yes. That is amazing. Keely says, if I were still in the seat, I would add that to my interview questions. What is something that makes you proud? Yes. Let me see here. Okay, this one says, for the first question, the hardest part. Um, when I'm away from work, I feel like my family will never fully understand the things I've been through at work, and I'm both thankful and sad about it. I get that because we don't want, a lot of times we don't want our families to feel some of those hard ass moments that we have felt, right? So it's sad because you kind of want them to understand so that, you get that connection, right? So they can relate. But you're also happy because you don't want them to fully have it's a double-edged sword, man. Yeah, it goes both ways. This person also says for the being proud of something, says being a part of getting the drunk drivers off the road, getting people the mental help that they need. That is something that they're proud of. That is good. Yeah, that is a good thing as well. Let's see. This person over here says when people, other responder or slash other responders play down our job because they truly don't understand what we do. That's one of the hardest parts for this person. And I feel that as well, which is why broadcasts like this, conversations like this, the stories that you tell, your stories, your voice are so important for people to be able to understand what it is that you do, but most importantly, why you do it and the things that come with it. Because yeah, you might not be out there, but damn it, what you are picturing and putting together in your head like pieces to a puzzle are a lot of times worse than what is actually going on out there. Amanda T over here says, I definitely resonate with that because our profession is so misunderstood on so many levels. Yes, right. Yeah. Which is why, again, all of you are so damn important to this profession. Your voice, your stories, all of it. All of you. The second part to this person's response, saving a child from taking their own life. By taking a leap and mentioning Fortnite with him, he is still here today. That right there. That is that humanity part. That's the human piece. Being human. Because a lot of times when you're talking to people, you got to keep them talking. You know, for the most part, try to keep their mind off of what it was that they were calling to begin with. So you start asking. I had friends who would do the same thing. I would do the same thing too. I would ask them some of their likes. Like, what are they into? Movies, music, video games, whichever. And like this person here, they saved someone talking about video games. As the person said, they took a chance just on mentioning it. That's how it happens. Now, again, it's not always like that, right? But when we're putting ourselves in there, that's how some of that happens. This one over here says, for me, the hardest part now is my subordinates don't understand that I just want what is best for them in training. I'm not listening to calls to find mistakes. I'm listening to calls to learn what their challenges are. Yes. And they go on to say the best part is watching them grow into successful dispatchers and saving lives. It's like they are their own kids sometimes. Feel so proud. Love it. See, this one here says the hardest part, hearing someone's worst day and hoping like hell that they're following my instructions exactly how I am telling them because I'm not right there for them. The best part, being with the people that have become like family to me when we come together in a big incident and move together like a team should to save someone in our community. Yes, that one as well. That one as well. It's crazy. There are times where people might not be having the best day when they're working together, right? But when that phone call happens, that incident is going down, you jump in and you work like a well-oiled machine. And when you're done, it's like, we did that. We did that. We did that together. Think about those moments. Those are other proud moments, rewarding moments. I know I've said it on this broadcast before. I've said it in podcast episodes before, but I will never forget some of the incidents that I lived through with my coworkers and walking out with them and saying, we are the only ones who are ever going to understand what happened tonight because we lived it. Only us. Now, of course, there's others out there, right, who may have had a similar experience. But for myself and my two coworkers, my partners, my family, we're the only ones who know. And we're the only ones that will truly understand because we were in there. What a profession, man. This other one over here says, the hardest part for me are the times when things are tough and I want to be with my family for comfort, but the hours worked make that difficult. They go on to say, I am proud of the way I have learned to face challenges and work as a member of a team. I've so often been the type who works alone to solve problems, and this profession makes that nearly impossible. You truly need your team as they need you. Feel that. I feel that. Let's see. Over here, Roxy says, best part, how many deep relationships I've made in like 2 homes and across the country. In my 2 homes across the country, I spent so many years feeling alone in this, and now I don't. No matter the hard day, that's a real testament to the tide that changes or that changed. I love it. Yeah. It's like my good friends, Aaron and Cinnamon of After the Tones Drop podcast. They say there are too many of us out there to feel alone. It happens. But with all of us continuing to talk and connect and share, this is how we come together and not feel alone and learn from each other. This other one over here says, hardest part, missing out on family time because it's a 24/7, 365 kind of job and someone's got to do it. And something that they're proud of, becoming a trainer and watching my past trainees become awesome trainers as well. Hell yes. That is excellent. Let's see over here. The hardest part, I think, is not knowing how calls end. We hear the screaming, crying, and fighting, but most times there isn't enough time to make contact with the field to get closure. The thing I am the most proud of is even though the job is stressful, emotional, and thankless, but in the end, we know we make a difference. I like it. I like it. All right, let me see here. The hardest part is separating myself from the calls. I'm in this line of work because I truly want to help others. However, I cannot allow myself to become emotionally attached, which is difficult as an empathetic person. I feel that one as well. The best part is knowing that I'm part of the system that serves the community I live in and helps keep my neighbors safe. Very cool. Let's see. This one over here says the hardest part for me is not being able to rewind time for the family members and friends finding their loved ones who have taken their lives. Oh, damn. I have felt that one before as well. Holy shit. This person goes on to say, what I am most proud of are my trainees successfully completing all of their training and moving forward in this career. Yes. I dig that. This other one over here says, um, the hardest part is not being able to be right there to help the person on the other end of the phone. And what I'm proud of all the people I have helped, all the lives I have saved. I'm the calm voice in your darkest day. I love it. See, hardest part over here, not taking the job home. Most proud of seeing my growth from when I started. I've had people tell me that they were glad it was me that was on the other end of the line. Ah, I dig that. See, a lot of good ones, man. Every single one of them. That's what this post was all about. It's going back and forth. The hardest part and something that you're proud of. This other one here says, the hardest part is taking a terrible call. CPR on a child, getting a call from an elderly male or female saying their partner isn't breathing and listening to them beg for them not to leave them, hanging up and answer the next call. The last one didn't just break my heart, but when the phone rings, you just have to answer and keep going. Something that I'm proud of, knowing all of my officers went home safe. Yes. Knowing I helped deliver a baby to parents that were on the other side of the road or that were on the side of the road on the way to the hospital, and the baby girl is thriving today. Oh, I love that. Knowing that I make a difference, no matter how big or small, and knowing for 1 second I was someone's calm in their chaos. Damn. Well done, everyone. County Boy over here says, we do the Lord's work. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yes. That is amazing. That is that was really good. Oh, I see a bunch of other people jumping in over here on Instagram now. It's popping up. Lindsay, what's going on? What's going on? So those were all of the responses that ended up coming in for that. And that is awesome. Thank you, all of you, for participating, for putting that out there, and just being willing to share. Thank you, because that's what this is all about. So I appreciate you very, very much. So continuing from there, we are 53 minutes in, and I still have 3 things left that I want to share with you. So we will start with this first one here. You're just going to see hear the audio on Facebook and all this other stuff. You will hear this. And actually, for everyone over here on TikTok, I've already posted the videos, so you've seen it already. But I'm going to put my headphones down to the microphone so that you can hear it again either way. And for everyone over here on Facebook, YouTube, X, and Instagram, you're going to be able to see the video and hear it. The video is it's a still picture with the caption. So it's not like a video, but you'll be able to hear it. And holy hell, we've got 5.4 thousand likes over here on TikTok. Thank you very, very much. And oh my Lord, my mom is in the comments, and I'm about to play these 2 videos. Oh no. Hi, Mom. My mom is over here in the Facebook comments, and she says, yes, you all do the Lord's work. You all are awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Mom, for that. I appreciate it. Over here on TikTok, Mom, County Boy Jordo says, hi, Mrs. Ricardo's mom. Oh, this is awesome. All right, so I already have it changed over here. And so I'm going to go ahead and pull this up. And okay, let me pull it up here. All right. I'm gonna play this. This is pretty funny. Oh, really quick. These two clips are from the new Imagine Listening podcast. This is going to be episode 2. I'm going to post it out there in just a couple days. And this is a look back at the very first open mic session back in 2017. Once I post this, then we will go on to the regular scheduled setup that I have for the Imagine Listening podcast, where it'll be the Imagine Listening piece, the emotionally intense stories, again, just stories, no interviews, just stories. And then the following episode will be the open mic, lighthearted one for that balance. So here, I'm going to play 2 clips. So here's the first clip. Here we go.
I had gone from being a police dispatcher to the fire department to be a fire dispatcher. And the captain on duty, who was in charge of communications, came in with a bunch of file folders. And he wanted to know if I could help him with the report. And I said, sure. And he said, have you ever done this kind of thing before? I didn't know that he laid the file folders down on the mic.
Oh.
And I said, no, but I'm willing to learn. The phone lit up like a Christmas tree.
Oh my God.
Yes.
I got a bunch of dirty-minded folks in here.
Oh man.
Wow.
This is the shit that happens in dispatch.
Always. It's always.
Oh my God.
Roxy over here says, this made me spit out my drink. So funny. Woo. It happens. Sometimes it happens. I remember that first open mic. It was 2017 Indiana Nina APCO conference. About 120 or so people, standing room only in that ballroom, and holy moly, that was hilarious. Can you imagine hearing that? John, what's up, dude? Can you imagine hearing that over the radio, just out of nowhere, over the radio? I'm willing to learn. Wow. Okay, here's the next one, all right? Here's the next one. So this one is just called Epic Radio Blunder. And again, this is from that session. So here's this one. Mom, I am sorry. Okay? I apologize. All right. There we go. Here we go. Also, if I'm apologizing to my mom, then you know that this is going to be something.
One of the deputies called in a plate for a motorcycle, and we all know those vehicle codes can be confusing sometimes. Well, my mind also wasn't working at the time. So when I saw that 1985 black KAWK, my mind immediately thought, I don't know what make that is. So how do I say that on the radio? Can anybody guess? Yes. So I called out a 1985 black cock on the radio. Oh, awesome. And within moments, it was in recording to my cell phone. It's amazing technology these days. So
nice.
That was my radio blunder.
That is amazing.
Oh no. Oh I'm crying. My eyes are crying. Roxy over here says, "Oh my baby Jesus." Oh man. Whew. Yep. That was Definitely an epic radio blunder. Holy moly, man. my my mom posted an emoji. Over here on TikTok, you can't see it, but it's a monkey. It's a monkey that's covering its ears. Oh, Mom, I'm sorry. But I know you're laughing too. Oh, man. I love doing this with all of you. This is so much fun. Where are your numbers at right now? I'm just going to ask you right now before we go off air here in just a minute. What are your numbers at the moment? Because I'm way above a 10 right now. Like, my eyes are burning. I'm laughing so much. I also have heartburn really bad right now. Because I'm an old man and I had some spicy seafood boil a little while ago before I went live, which I probably shouldn't have because oh, Lord. Whew. I hope your numbers have gone up since the beginning. Connie Boy Jordo says, I'm done work, home with family, and laughing, sitting at 9.9. Yes! Oh, geez. Well, just wait for that episode to come out. In just a couple days, that episode is going to come out, and those 2 stories are in there along with a bunch of other ones that are like, whoa. So look out for that one. I'll make sure to post when the episode comes out. Let me look over here really quick. Okay, so the last thing I want to mention, all right? The last thing I want to mention is yesterday, Saturday, I did a self-care Saturday. I was posting a bunch of places, and there were different types of posts for self-care Saturday. And for Instagram, I'm going to post this on TikTok tomorrow, and other places, but on Instagram alone, I had put this out there first because I'm trying to do different posts on different platforms, and then, having them there for a couple days and then putting them on the next platform. And so that it's not just all the same thing all over the place. There'll be different spots to go and see certain things. Excuse me. So I wanted to put this out there for those. You'll see it tomorrow, but I'm going to put the headphones on the microphone so that you can listen to it. Okay. So no matter what kind of week you have had, the things that you've gone through, I want you to listen to this. Okay. Like, really listen to this. All right. I'm going to pull it up here. Here we go. Today, I want you to take a moment to reflect. You have listened to hundreds, maybe thousands of voices this week, maybe even today. So I want you to close your eyes for a moment and just breathe. Take this moment to reflect on what you do. You listen for a living. Continue to breathe. Now, ask yourself this question. When was the last time you gave yourself a moment to just listen to you? Take this time. Listen to you and reflect. As you continue to breathe, remember this. You have done enough. You are enough. And you matter. As you continue to breathe, slowly open your eyes. Come back as many times as you need to. And thank you for what you do in the 911 profession. So there you have it. That was something I posted for Self-Care Saturday. Sometimes we forget of all the things that we do out every single day, every week. We forget about us, to listen to ourselves, to give ourselves a little grace, and to just breathe. So if you haven't heard it today, or even the week, thank you for everything that you do in this profession. And you're all amazing, man. You are all amazing. County Boy over here says we continuously take care of others and we forget about ourselves. Yes. Says thank you for the reminder that we are awesome. You're welcome. And it's true. You guys are awesome. You kick ass and you take names. And you don't always get a thank you. And you frankly don't always want to thank you. But it is good to hear it every so often. But also a good reminder to take a moment to breathe, to reflect, and listen to you. Thank you all very, very much for joining me tonight for an epic open mic live. This was so much fun. I cannot believe that is already an hour and 7 minutes that we've been here together talking and hanging out and just experiencing and supporting each other. Thank you all for being here. It's been so much fun. And for those who are watching and listening, if you have any comments, questions, you ever want to be a guest on the flagship show, or you have an idea or topic for the Dispatchers Roundtable, you can shoot me an email. And you can simply go through links.co/IAM911 and you'll find everything there. Email, social media, where to follow, where to hear the latest episodes of Within the Trenches podcast, as well as the Imagine Listening podcast, where to pick up merchandise, where to get the link to the private and free community, The Trenches on Circle. You can check it out there. And I've got some events and other things that are going to be there exclusively. So make sure to look out for that. And where you can buy the Imagine Listening books, it's all there. Again, it's links with 2 eyes.co/IAM911. Nikki Cole over here. Hey, what's going on? Says, I still need to get on the show. Yes, dude. We need to get you on. I would love to talk to you and share your story. And also, I saw something. Congratulations. That was pretty awesome to see. Congratulations. I'll leave it at that for everybody else. Follow Nikki Cole on all social media, but yes, you're welcome. I saw what you posted and everything, and that was super cool. But again, congratulations. That was a very cool moment. And this live broadcast has been sponsored by InDigital, Leader Next Gen Core Services. Big shout out to subscribers, but especially all of you who are watching, listening, sharing, supporting, all of it. Thank you very, very much. Again, I had so much fun with you tonight. This has been just hella good. I always love being here with all of you. Troy, what's up? You are awesome, brother. Thank you. You as well. And have fun this week. I know where you're going to be. Connie, it was a blast. Hell yes, it was a blast. I had so much fun with you, as I've mentioned, and I'll just keep saying it because it was hella good. It was hella fun, and I look forward to seeing you all next week as well for another open mic live on all of these social media platforms. And we'll see you all soon. This can be seen on Facebook, YouTube, X, Instagram, as well as TikTok. And live episodes of the show end up going out on LinkedIn Live as well. There's clips on Instagram and Facebook Reels as well as TikTok. So make sure to follow all the accounts. Again, you can see all that. Links toeyes.co/IM911. And for the flagship show Within the Trenches podcast, you can listen 24/7 on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, your favorite podcasting app, all of the same ones as well for the Imagine Listening podcast. And you can find information as well at withinthetrenches.net. Have a good night, everyone. And I will see you all in the next one. Cheers.